Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, but the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
The numbers for Julio in last week's effort: 9 catches, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to pull that last pass in, but he's going to face a tall order here because he's going up against the number 2 unit in the NFL against the pass.
Encroachment, defense.
And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off
Still
the
first
ball
down
quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Ryan. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think there's the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, here's Freeman. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff
Still
as the
first
ball
down.
was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too. Right, they make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot,
Still first down.
you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. He's to the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, and said, okay, let's not let that
Neutral zone
happen here as we take
infraction,
over again.
defense.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in.
Neutral zone infractions, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football.
Still 2nd down.
Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. From the shotgun, Ryan. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Ryan. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already. But guaranteed, as you noted, someone's jumped in that huddle and said, a lot more to be done, guys. Let's not, would you say, take your foot off the pedal? Let's not do that right now. But there is that possibility as people can get self-satisfied. The greats do not. We'll find out what he's made of.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10.
Get reset. Hey, easy.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he's got some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A handoff to Fournette. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And a throw here, that's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Get reset. Hey, easy.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's a give to Fournette. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Muhammad Wilkerson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now it's Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Get reset. Hey, easy.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to Buffalo after this. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Uncle, over here.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Going to throw deep for the... And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bills will extend their lead. A diving catch for the score he laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now Ryan on first down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
So that one will be accepted.
Still first down.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Operating from the gun, Ryan, and he'll find Thielen on the right side. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Ryan will throw again. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Going deep here for Stills. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in
26.
the first half.
Hey, 6:26.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So he splits the uprights, and it has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Gostkowski now converted for three. Now he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows his offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Vic Beasley, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Encroachment, defense.
And the hard count got the defense there. Encroachment and the 5-yard penalty. So the penalty now moves it up. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now Fournette. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Now Rodgers. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead will swell by 1 more. This will be taken in at the 1. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever you said hasn't been working. Jones has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Looking deep for Julio. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Pass interference. Defense.
Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag throw.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
From the gun, Ryan. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So the hard count gets him there, neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defense thought they had the timing down, but the quarterback hit him with a hard count, got him to jump.
To throw again is Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Bills have recovered.
But give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Fournette, and not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Box it. Yeah, Liz.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Running left, it's Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now look at him go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Bills head on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. A good pickup there, a 22.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Ryan, that one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On first down, Ryan. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. They work again from the 38 on second and 10. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Ryan now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Again, Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to make things a bit more respectable.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you say on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Rodgers now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And quickly here, and that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Let's go, come on.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will extend this big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready, back 25.
They go play action here on first down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Shaq Lawson in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now Ryan on second down. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. The Falcons on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where. It's coming from. Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Ready, blue 80. Wide 25.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Freeman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Buffalo, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.